like other green makes you look like I'm Francesca Lafleur.
Don't LaFleur right now, okay? We still in a little tense
like Jaja
type of.
LaFleur,
We
not-
still in like a
Not
tense
like,
situation.
Not like my Donnie Lafleur.
Speaking of tense situations, y'all have until Sunday to take all of these signs and posters down.
Well, how much time you giving them to continue with the doom? Someone's posted on Facebook today that you ain't see it ain't stopped raining since the PLP win.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
it was out in the
Lord.
torch. Yeah, some people say it was raining because it was out in the torch. Some people say it was
The
raining.
Lord cleansing the.
No, because when it rained, the crabs walk. Come on, man. Then someone could say, Pinewood, don't say nothing, because y'all ain't vote for Lincoln. What Lincoln was going to do today?
Plus, someone also said.
And he ain't had no
they
money to
hope
pay for no
Pinewood-
pumps.
They hope Pinewood flood for voting against Lincoln. And I thought to myself, what would Lincoln be doing in the last 48 hours that would stop it?
That's the same thing I said. And even if he couldn't, if he somehow came up with a plan, where he's going to get the money from? His government ain't in power.
And not even that, forget the government. During this little lull before the budget, right, the member of parliament wouldn't have any money. Don't forget the member of parliament gets his money from the budgetary allocation.
Exactly. So people
between
would have
now
had
and
to,
the NMA, he'd have no money.
and they would have had to spend their own money.
Yeah.
And he didn't have it. Oh no, I lied. 1.5 million in assets. Even though
That's before or after we take out the money?
even though he ain't paid the Tingham Nam. And then I hear he owes some other Tingham Nam and Tingham Nam.
boy.
and
No,
Tingham
I know,
Nam.
I will
But
say-
anyway, I can keep talking about him. Let me just finish tell these people, hi, PLP, F&M, COI, y'all have until Sunday to unlitter this Bahamas.
Or for people that need plywood, because you see that rain out there, rain coming. This is a wonderful occasion to get yourself some free plywood.
It ain't just the plywood. It's the little things they have in the ground.
Don't worry
It's
about that. We
the
want the
ones.
plywood.
It's the ones they have on the pole. It's time. I give y'all till Sunday because everybody was tired. Somebody said they started already. Okay, that's good because I was driving on East West Highway and everyone's still there. I don't know where they started, but they definitely did not start on that highway.
I know the airport is a wonderful, wonderful place. You could actually reply a whole small little apartment with the
East West too. Remember they have all of those big signs in the middle there too. I'm just saying y'all have until then. Y'all could keep running on and being sad about the F&M losing and Lincoln not losing and getting mad because the person who you vote for didn't get it. Y'all could do that for a little while. That's fine. I mean, the dissertations on Facebook, we've been reading them all day. They probably could continue for a while. You could be salty for a while. That's fine. But while you're sad, call them people and tell them move them stuff.
I also feel a bit, can I say that I feel a bit offended by these people that somehow make it sound as though it isn't a constitutional right to not exercise a constitutional right. It is your constitutional right to vote, yes. But it is equally my constitutional right to don't vote.
Yeah, I feel a little way about the not voting thing, but it's not even about the fact that it's a constitutional right or not voting because, you don't know which party to choose from. I look at it as, people that
fought
look
for
like
this.
me
Fought for this.
could not vote,
Right.
and I got it twice. I got it as a black person and then I got it as a woman.
As a black woman.
As a black woman. So, two different types of people had to fight for me to be able
Right.
to vote. My
Well,
grandmother couldn't vote.
By that estimation, women burn their bra to be.
Listen, we ain't talking about that.
But that's
we ain't talking about that. Do you see how you go left? But that's how I look at it.
You're happy to go to work again.
That's how I look at it. I look at it like, my grandmother couldn't, my great grandmother couldn't. And so I just want to exercise a right that they fought for.
No, I entirely get it. But what I do think, though, and I think the Prime Minister would be wise to actually lean into this a little bit in this second term. He's a very old Prime Minister. He's the oldest person we've ever elected as Prime Minister. That certainly can't be lost on him. And so what that means, though, is he has to kind of cut the bush that takes us into the new Bahamas, right? Because he's old enough to remember when the old Bahamas started. And so what I think is going to be very important for him as he closes the curtain on his political career, et cetera, in this last 5 years, is to figure out how do we introduce more civic education into school.
Yeah, but we
So
could.
that people know the problem. Because I find 22-year-olds that don't even know how to register.
No, we're going to talk about this when we come back because the amount of conversations that I've had with young people and voting and the voting process and things you knew and didn't know,
Yeah.
it's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, they are completely unaware.
Very much so. But anyway, we do have a full show for you guys today. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe Wallet, or even Sand Dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
And I'm Sani Brown. And don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right away at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your own convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept Bahamians payments online with Canoe. Explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and grow.
For all your everyday needs, try Canoe.
You really feel like you'd be hitting with that, but okay.
Oh, can I say this before we begin?
Sure.
So I noticed that there appears to be quite a large grouping of people that had no idea we were online that we were on election day.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I've heard one or two people, but yeah.
That seems to be a common thread so to everybody that actually watches this show, my advice is to, not now, when this is over, go onto YouTube and look for the election show.
It's also on Facebook as well. It's on ILTV on Facebook,
but
it's
as I
also
moved around, I found that out.
It's also on YouTube. Your caller right here
What's happening with my
is
caller?
in,
It's
and
in.
the next one is out.
Heal this caller in Jesus' name.
There you go. All right.
Simply
Okay.
because I might have bad posture. Is it better now?
Okay. Well, during election season and right before election, both the Free National Movement and the Coalition of Independents, because they had no trust in the government and the Parliamentary Registration Department, had called for international observers to come and watch the election. I actually, when I went to vote, they actually walked in when I was there, so I saw a couple of them. So they were here. A part of that was CARICOM. CARICOM today, I think they had like a mini press conference to kind of let people know what their findings and what their observations were. They also released a statement. And I think we have the statement. Oh, okay, we don't. Okay, so let me pull up the statement really quickly.
What does the statement say?
It just pretty much said that they didn't see
That we
anything.
wasn't even no election.
No.
Brave them actually win. You all actually lose. And no matter if we count this 100 more times, it ain't no way to close a 2,000 vote margin in Centerville.
No, but they did observe that there was some stuff that they said could be better. Moving forward, I'm trying to pull it up.
Well, but you said the CARICOM country they was from anyhow, because that determines whether I want to listen to them or not.
What do you mean? They
I don't
observed.
listen to all Caribbean people. Sorry. Yeah, I only like to listen to like some of the Caribbean people.
but not all.
Yeah, because some of them, have you seen the kind of country they running? I ain't listening to them.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that. So anyway, I have pulled up the statement. It's pretty long, so I'll just get to the points in it where they made their recommendations. Yes, and it's on there. It's on the CARICOM's website. So you can pull it up whenever you have the opportunity. So they talked about the stakeholders in the election, the Prime Minister, Michael Pintard, Lincoln Bain, Dr. Minnis,
Because he's a former prime minister.
Shanta, and Harrison Thompson. So those were, to them, the key players in the election. And they also talk about some of the other representatives they met with, the Organization for Responsible Governments, Equality Bahamas,
Okay.
Constitution Party. Why didn't name the Bahamas Constitution Party in the list of people?
She didn't contest, remember she withdrew her candidacy?
Anyway, so the opening of the polls, they said that there was adequate police, polling staff were present, and most places opened promptly at 8 p.m. At 8 a.m. However, they said a few polling divisions experienced slight delays in the morning. They said that agents of all political parties were present, and the polling staff carried out all of the procedures as required. So on the day of
What do
election,
you think we needed to change?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, because that sounds like a perfect report to me.
But it's not perfect. They said that they observed some things. Where did it go? Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is what they said. They commended the Parliamentary Registration Department for the administration of the electoral process and the party agents.
I said the same thing.
They also said that it was a peaceful and orderly day without any significant incidents, and the polling day workers performed their duties professionally and must be commended. They also commended the police for maintaining the law. Why can't I find something now that I'm looking for it? There was an entire section that said what their recommendations were, and now I can't find it.
Did you do the thing?
I remember them saying the process needed to be a little bit more transparent. I remember reading that. That's how I know there was an entire section, and now I can't find the section. Anyway, when I find it, I'll come back to it. But basically, most of...
Heal this computer. In Jesus' name, amen.
But I guess the important part of it is they're saying that it wasn't no cheating. Everybody seemed to do what they needed to do.
Yeah.
It was peaceful. The process was smooth. They did also note that there was a low voter turnout, which, you know, I think we all know.
Which is a
and I think
Caribbean
we're gonna,
problem.
yeah, but I think we're gonna have a conversation about that later as well. Now I can't. Oh, I found it. It was right here the whole time.
No.
Anyway,
No.
they raised concerns about the preparedness of the Parliamentary Registration Department, inadequate voter
tongue in cheek?
education.
Isn't it tongue in cheek to say, oh, y'all did fantastic?
But you need to be a
y'all
little
wasn't
bit. Well, I
prepared.
guess when they talk about the preparedness, I assume they're talking about the advance poll because they were here from then.
Were they?
I would assume so. That's a part of the electoral process.
I don't remember hearing about them until afterwards, though.
Well, they said they also have concerns about youth engagement with the electoral process, campaign financing, inadequate communication by the Parliamentary Registration Department.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean the Parliamentary Registration Department that wouldn't stop issuing press statements?
No, they not stop. Even the PLP, the FNM, and the COI all agreed that they were getting things right then. Like, hey, we about to move this box.
can I ask you a
Hey,
question?
this is what is about to happen.
Can I ask you a question? You've been in news for about 10 years, right? Has there ever been a time in your life you recall seeing this many press releases from the PRD? I've never seen this amount
But a lot of their
from the
press
PRD.
releases were responses to things that happened.
So can you say they're not communicating?
No, you're answering. See, you's a man. There's a difference between somebody calling you and you picking up the phone and a difference when you calling first. The majority of their press statements were them responding to things that the FNM or the COI said.
Okay.
So it was a reaction. And
Okay.
what they're saying is before this even gets to that point, there should have been a statement that was made.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. They didn't, I mean, that's all they're saying. And that's the same
I'm
thing.
just saying, I thought it was an unprecedented amount of like.
There was also an unprecedented amount of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Someone said the observers came after. They also said they had some concerns about the issuance of fraudulent voter identification cards and passports.
How much of them they find?
They didn't say they found any. They just said they had some concerns about it.
They're the same guy Ali McIntosh had. They probably talked to Ali McIntosh for that piece.
And they said logistical deficiencies in the advanced polling process. So I guess maybe they were here then. because they mentioned it.
Okay.
But all in all, they said it was smooth. They didn't say anything about perceived cheating or people trying to steal the election or anything like that. They only raised concerns about pretty much the same things that we raised concern about. So they released that statement. Y'all can find it in full on CARICOM's page.
Okay, so talk to the people before the people talk to you. Do good and then do better than the doing good.
Do better. They have to do better. I know you will defend them to the ends of the earth, and I appreciate that.
I'm just saying,
but
I think they've journeyed a long way.
Just because you journeyed a long way from, they might have started at an F and reached a C, but we still don't commend them for being at a C when they could be at an A.
Okay, that's reasonable.
But yeah, so you keep looking at them from the F. We need them.
Were you there when they were an F?
I wasn't there when they were an F.
I remember when people used to faint.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean that what they did was still right. That's all I'm saying. There's room for improvement.
Yeah, sure.
Can we say that?
Sure.
Okay, we can agree that there is room.
Bring your fan. When you come to vote, bring your fan and then bring one young person to fan you just in case.
Oh, geez. But something that did happen over the, on election day.
Yeah, the plane crash.
That I don't want to say, we failed to mention.
Well,
We didn't, because so much was going on. And
we
I
weren't
think
doing a
because
news broadcast.
everybody survived.
Right.
No, but I mean, we could have mentioned it.
We should have made a jingle feather. We go ding, 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 ding. Late breaking news
We
coming
could have
in.
mentioned it before we could have. But, you know, I think because everybody survived.
Right. Yeah.
And so much was
Praise
going
the Lord.
on with, the election that, But anyway, so on election day, if you didn't know, the U.S. Coast Guard had to rescue 10 people that were on board a
Right.
small aircraft that crashed shortly after leaving the Bahamas. So that incident took place around 12:05, around about 50 miles east of the Vero Beach Regional Airport after they left Grand Bahama and they were headed to after they left Marsh Harbor, and they were headed to Grand Bahama International Airport.
What kind of plane were they on? Did they say? Because can I tell you what stood out to me about that report?
What?
Why were there 10 people in a plane? I know about 5-seaters. I know about 7-seaters. I know about 9-seaters.
Okay, but
I've never heard of an even I don't know about even number small planes. That's why I was like 10 people.
that's a very weird question to ask.
Have you ever been on I have never been on a 10-seater.
I've been on they didn't say it was a 10-seater. They
But
said
there
10
were
people on the plane.
Well, every people need a seat.
Maybe the 10 people included the pilot, and then it'd be a 10-seater.
He also no.
Not the point of whatever we're trying to do.
Yes,
you
because-
always trying to take us over here, and we're
Because
trying to stay right
I was
here.
wondering if they
We-
overload the plane. That was my problem.
That doesn't seem. I think I saw a crash report on Facebook somewhere. I'll have to
Sure.
to pull it up. But we do have an interview of one of the crash survivors, so we're gonna play that.
Olympia Ouden, a survivor in Tuesday's plane crash, overwhelmed with emotions while at a medical facility in Florida, as she recounted the moment she thought her life had come to an end.
It was 11 of us. We was out there for 5 hours. We was in a little storm. No rain was beating on us. We thought no one would have saw us. But I thank God for the U.S. Marine. They saw us and they saved us. Because I thought we was get dead. Because all they see was little dark water around us.
Through it all, Ouden credits the Bahamian pilot, who she calls a hero.
He's a good pilot because some pilot, somebody wouldn't even check. They would be the first set of the plane.
And I must say, the Bahamian pilot, I saw other people commending him on social media as well. Like that. Should I call his name?
Sure.
That's not bad to call his name, eh?
Yeah, you call his
Ian
name.
Nixon is the name of the pilot.
Well, the Nixons are known for flying. It was a Nixon that rescued them, or that did the flights into Ragged Island on the HMBS Flamingo incident. So Nixons and flying, the point I'm making, are synonymous with one another.
Well, so shout out to him. And a lot of people were saying that in some circumstances, people wouldn't have, some pilots may have panicked. I don't know if panicking and pilots should be in the same sentence, but they said that, whatever happened, he managed to land them safely into the water, and he tried to help and take care of them as much as he could until they were all rescued by the U.S. Coast Guard.
Well, she seems very impressed by Mr. Nixon and his ability.
Yeah, I tell you, I saw...
She has a very interesting account, though. Like, she seems to be able to remember every single detail, which is no, in trauma, people usually have, like, lapses in their memory, but she appears to remember every single detail.
I think something like that I probably would remember too. I probably wouldn't want to remember, but something like that, I probably would.
Yeah, so when you do like criminal psychology, what they teach you is that a lot of times you have to ask people the story more than one time because like their brain cannot make chronological references to the time. No, but she appeared to remember every single incident, what color the water was, what that's impressive.
Yeah, well, shout out to the pilot, and God was with those people on the plane. I don't know how I would have reacted. We was on the plane, but we was coming back in the plane doing a little thing, and I almost died. Me and the producer, we started saying our prayers. We didn't know what was happening after that. So and that was just one little.
It was an air pocket coming over Nassau.
Yeah, but that. I started to pray, so I can't imagine being in an actual plane and it's going down. So
and in that area too, like there's no bank, so it's all like ocean. That's right in the area where the rapture happened.
One thing that you use always from here.
I'm just trying to give you context. Why do you have a difficulty with context?
Okay, I have
Remember where the last person was raptured up? That's that same general area. The point I'm making is the water in that area is very difficult, is very easy to go missing it.
Well, anyway, shout out to the pilot again.
Yeah.
And what do you say? I don't want to say congrats. What do you say?
Oh, I would say Bravo Zulu, but you wouldn't say that.
What would you say?
I would say Bravo Zulu to the pilot.
All right. Well, way to go, experienced pilot.
Way to go.
Way to go. All right. So the Prime Minister was sworn in today. Did you watch any of the ceremony?
Pieces of it, yeah.
I watched pieces of it too. I had to praises to the Most High. Amen to that. I had to.
Are you gonna say Jah Rastafari?
I was reading with the comments. You don't read the comments. I could. You want to take over reading comments?
No, but you just say praises to the Most High, like right in the middle of your sentence. Praises to the Most High.
Because I was
feel like
reading
I wanted
the
to be a part of it. I didn't want to be left out. I didn't know what my piece was. I wanted to say like Jah Rastafari or like what do I say next?
I was just focus, man. You see why people are saying Sonny use because you have to kind of rein him in, man. You have to
shotgunning stuff at me. Praises to the Most High, right in the middle of your sentence. I thought you was having an inspirational moment.
Anyway, so Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis was officially sworn in today as Prime Minister again, making history that we talked about.
Sure.
The first Prime Minister to do that consecutively since Ingram did that. And I know you're going to bring up Pinland, but I didn't think they bring Pinland in the conversation when they talk about that.
Dan and Pinland League.
No, I don't think when people start to reach 4 and 5 times, then you could kind of compare them. So that happened today at Government House.
I have a question though. So like, do we do it the way America does it? Like, is he now both the 5th and 6th prime? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what did they do with Ingram? What did they call him?
I sure. It was so long ago. I remember. No, but I'm serious. Like, so is he like? Okay, so it was Pinland. Like, is Pinland? I know.
You know what? Let's watch a clip of Brave taking the oath. Can we do that?
I, Philip Edward Brave Davis, being appointed Prime Minister, do swear that I will, to the best of my judgment at all times, when so required, freely give my counsel and advice to the Governor General or any other person for the time being lawfully performing the functions of that office. For the good management of the public affairs of the Bahamas, and I do further swear that I will not on any account, at any time whatsoever, disclose the counsel, advice, opinion, or vote of any particular minister or parliamentary secretary, and that I will not, except with the authority of the Cabinet, and to such extent as may be required for the good management of the affairs of the Bahamas, directly or indirectly, reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet or the nature of content or contents of any documents communicated to me as Prime Minister or any matter coming to my knowledge in my capacity as such, that in all things I will be a true and faithful Prime Minister.
Right.
Someone said no, he will only be the 5th.
Okay. I could live with that.
Yeah.
Because Pinland would have been like the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. And then, yeah, because like Donald Trump is number 45 and 47. Right?
Anyway, so it was a ceremony today. It was a packed house. I saw from watching on social media. I wasn't there, but they did talk about the people were outside, inside. Everybody wanted to see this historic moment. We do have more clips from it. The Prime Minister also spoke about the election process. He also touched on voter turnout, and then there were some hints of who the Attorney General might be. And I'll tell you this, it wasn't none of them people who this one was talking about yesterday.
Don't forget, though, there's the fashion fanfare that kind of circles these events. I imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the fashion release be like the first day.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be back right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites. We offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Cleveland Miller.
And I'm Sadie Brown. And if you're just joining us, we were talking about the Prime Minister officially being sworn in as the 5th and 6th. Or 4th and 5th. Yeah. Whatever. He was sworn in at Government House today. He took his oath for the second time. You have to say congratulations to him for being able to pull off something that some of the people that y'all worshipped couldn't do.
I could tell you that.
And I think that it for him, I think, well, if it was me, I would see it as redemption, because a lot of people felt like he won the first election because it was
because of the Menace fatigue.
Because people were tired of Menace. They can't really say that about this one. So, he earned this one, whether or not
90% of his cabinet.
Yeah.
95%.
Yeah, more than that. It was only one that didn't make it.
Right. 98%.
I don't know. You know, I ain't good at the math now. But congratulations to him, and congratulations to all the returning PLPs. Y'all worked for it.
And especially for so if you look at Mr. Davis's political trajectory, not necessarily the guy you would see ever making it to prime minister.
A lot of people didn't want him there, even when he was made leader of the party.
92, he was on the backbench. 97, he lost. 2002, he returned. Again, backbench. 07, opposition. 12, with Mr. Christie. Was it 12? Deputy Prime Minister. 17, loss. And so his political journey to the top hasn't been one of those journeys where, like, when Mr. Ingram became Prime Minister, Mr. Ingram was chairman of the PLP, got mad with the PLP, left, became a very vivacious independent candidate, so much so that the Free National Movement said we had to recruit him. Comes on board right in time to take over the Free National Movement. Of course, after Cecil couldn't do it, after Kendall Isaacs couldn't do it, OAT knew he couldn't do it, decided to bow out gracefully. What do you know, the delivery boy. So he had the political, same thing with Mr. Christie. People always thought Christie could do it from 77. Brave Davis.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people didn't even have faith in him when he became leader of the party, that he would have been able to win the first election.
Right.
And a lot of people talk about how he spoke and how he looked. It was very weird. People just didn't like him. And somehow, over the past 5 years, he became...
He's everybody's favorite guy.
He became likable.
Yeah.
He became likable, and so much so that whether or not, whatever you blame the loss of the Free National Movement on the election, whether you say it was Pintart, whether you say it was Menace, whether you say it was low voter turnout, the people who did, 5 people turned out.
4.5 of them come to vote for Brave.
They did.
Yeah, and the PLP, because I don't want this to be lost on them either, none of them are that magnificent. Every single one of them have to credit at least 15% minimum of their victory to Philip Davis. You know how you know? He on all day picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but some of them, I must say, and this is, I guess we'll get into this conversation later, I also think that this was an amazing slate of candidates.
Agreed. So you have like the Auntie Pias. I would say 85% of her victory is on her talent, her connection with her neighborhood, blah, 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 blah. I think 15% of them people show up for Brave.
Yeah, I understand that, but there are some people that were powerhouses within themselves that people would have voted. You keep overlooking Glennis, who's been there forever.
Glennis.
Yes, I know you love Auntie Pia, but let's don't play with Glennis.
Grammy Glennis.
Exactly. So you do have people there who, I don't care who was prime minister, they were still voting for her.
Yeah.
I feel like even if they sweep everybody out, they still voting for her.
They'll vote for Glennis on a turtle.
So, in any event, he also talked about the election process.
Sure.
I think we have a clip of that as well. So let's see what the prime minister had to say.
Friends, the election process this year has been especially divisive. Some of what was said and done went well beyond the bounds of personal decency. As a measure of success in our efforts to rebuild community, I hope that future elections may be judged on our ability to disagree strongly, but engage respectfully. It was also deeply disturbing that some campaigns sought to stoke fear and alarm by seeking to undermine trust in some of our key national institutions. This harms the whole country, and I pray that the damage will not be lasting. I pray that never again will our national institutions be weaponized in this way in pursuit of short-term political gain.
And so he says, listen, let's try to be decent, man.
Yeah.
Even if we can't be nothing else, the least we can do is have decent behavior.
Yeah, but he did also commend us on it still being peaceful.
Yeah.
And, despite
well, except
all
for
of
the
the...
old woman in the wheelchair.
That was...
Remember the old woman in the wheelchair?
You always just go...
That wasn't peaceful at all.
Anyway, he still commended us on being peaceful. And, and I think that now that it is over, the government is there. It's formed.
It's
your
not formed
MP
yet.
is... But I mean, they're there. Your MPs are your MPs.
Correct. Yeah.
It makes no sense. Your brother's still your brother, whether they was F&M, DNA, COI, independent. That's still your brother. Let's start arguing about something else. Let Junkanoo come in. Let's argue about Junkanoo or something again. Let's leave the politics alone. If you want to hold the government's feet to the fire, do that. Encourage the people who voted otherwise to continue to do that. I mean, 5 years is somewhat of a long time, but you know, just don't ease up. If you think that the government wasn't doing what they needed to do, if you think that your member of parliament wasn't doing what they needed to do, don't ease up.
I just said I'm in the recounting exam. I heard that the recounting exam was going on for about 18 hours.
Why?
I don't know, because somehow they thought they would close a 1,500 vote margin. I don't know.
Some recounts I feel like wasn't even necessary, but it is.
When you ask how much he beat me by, if the people say 50 and they just
don't worry about the recount.
Accept that as the will of the Lord.
You know, speaking of it, I do want to just touch on this a little bit before we go to the voter turnout clip as well. It seemed to be no clarity on, because I spoke to someone today who worked at one of the polls, and this person said that they were also told you could tick or X. I was told specifically to mark my X, right? But some of the things that they said they still accepted circles, but there were other things that were written that they did not accept, right? Or if the X looked funny, they didn't accept an X that looked, they said there was an X that kind of looked like a 4, and they wasn't sure if it was a 4 or if it was an X. But my thing is, if you circle it, and they say the circle is a clear indication that that is who you want to vote for, so they accept it. If I write a 4 on the side of the person's name as well, isn't that a clear indication of who I wanted? Or if I wrote on the side of it, this is the best person, isn't that also a clear indication?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like how
I think
the
we need to
cards
have
would work, but
rules straight
like,
across.
why you can't? If you already got to dip your finger in the ink, right? Why you can't put your finger?
That's another thing. Can we dip our finger after? Because trying to wrap your finger with the thing and then trying to write, it's a lot. And then if you get ink in the wrong place, it's spoiled. It's a spoiled ballot.
Yeah.
Can we do it after? You know, maybe?
Maybe. But again, these are the things I think at 75 years old, the Prime Minister would be wise to set up like an educational unit around figuring out how do we get that into schools.
And a lot of these kids, I got to throw my nephew deep under the bus. I was talking to him, and it's like he didn't understand the electoral process. Like, he thought that when you vote for a prime minister, like how you vote for a president.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at him.
Dan, I spoke to...
Like, a lot of people felt like you, and I can't even just throw him under the bus. I spoke to grown women and men
they're unaware
who thought that if they voted for the COI,
they would have been voting
regardless of whatever constituency they were in, that they were voting for Lincoln.
Yeah.
They didn't even realize that there were COIs running in their constituency. And I had to, no, don't laugh. These are people who have the fate of the country in your hands.
I know.
Which is why a lot of people, and I say this, and I'm not taking anything away from the COI candidates, but a lot of them got their votes because people thought they were voting for Lincoln.
That would explain it.
Honestly,
because there are constituencies where the F&M is finishing 3rd place comfortably. St. Barnabas is one of them.
Also, that's another story, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, people actually thought, I literally had to explain to someone, I said, that's not how it works.
I have to say that I was very, very pulling against the F&M's candidate in St. Barnabas. I have to say that publicly. I apologize.
We know.
You're supposed to be unbiased and impartial. I didn't campaign against him.
I could tell you who else wasn't impartial.
Yeah. I just think there are some people I don't want to see with power. And
okay, that's fine. I didn't like Rick.
I prefer to see
with
power.
That was it. Let me don't say I didn't like Rick. I just didn't think that he should serve in our house right now. If he come back, then fine. I see you say he's gonna stick around.
If it makes them feel any better, I also felt the same way about some BLB candidates.
Someone said they disliked him because he was from Cat Island.
Who? Brave?
The Brave. The Cat Island was always recognized as the outside bastard child among the islands.
No, and I also think Brave had a very promising law firm, and maybe that was just a bit more important to him than fighting tooth and nail in politics.
Yeah.
Remember, Brave was actually a backbencher in the first Christie administration. He wasn't in the cabinet, which is what. and this must be the Spirit of the Lord saying this to me because I didn't think about this earlier, which is why I don't understand why all these Negroes now perceive or assume that you have to be in a cabinet. There are so many executive functions in government that require thoughtful, youthful, insightful leadership. And if the only place you can make a difference is in cabinet...
Does it give you the popularity of being in cabinet?
Well, I
Does
guess
it get you
no
seen?
one holds an umbrella over your head.
Exactly. Does it get you seen?
If you are an executive chairman, you remember Leslie Miller?
No. Does it get you seen?
It depends on who you are. Do you remember when Leslie was executive chairman of BEC? Who used to be on the news more than him?
Yes, because of the type of person.
He's Leslie Miller.
Because of the type of person that he was. Because of him being outspoken.
Right.
A lot of people go into politics, and I know it's supposed to be for the betterment of the country, blah blah blah, blah. But they also go into politics because of the popularity and the things, the perks, and the things that come along with it. Right. And a part of that is being seen and being known. Do you think they know the executive chairman of any of these other boards?
Possibly not, but that's because they're like gray paint on a wall.
Yeah, but they do know who the Minister of National Security is.
And largely that is because of the faux pas that they have early in there. Do you remember the Frankie Campbells?
Or if you do well.
How many of them do well right out the gate?
I'm not saying right out the gate, but I'm just saying nobody wants those positions that don't have power, that don't seem to have that kind of power.
The only thing being
I'm the executive. You think you could get in the front of a line somewhere saying I'm the executive director of BPL? No, ain't nobody know your face and nobody know you are. But you could get in the front of the line as the Minister of Sports.
But that's only because your driver could drop you there.
You realize that you are proving
but
my
the perks
point,
are all
right?
the same. You know, you get the same car, you get the same
But nobody
cell
will
phone,
know who you
get the same-
are.
I guess.
I mean, for me, it wouldn't matter. I want to go to the job that makes the most money.
In some instances, you get more salary.
That's what I say. For me, I would want to go where it makes the most money.
Yeah.
But for some people, they want the prestige that comes along with being in
and you
parliament.
could be executive chairman of BEC and still have a candle business. If you go in cabinet, you have to shut down your candle business.
Yeah, because they go put shares in somebody else's candle business and still get the money from that. You don't do it properly. Anyway, the Prime Minister also touched on voter turnout, the low voter turnout that I think everybody has been talking about, and this is what he had to say.
Despite the will of the people being so resoundingly expressed in our overwhelming majority in Parliament, it saddens me, though, that so many Bahamians decided not to cast their vote in the elections. This decline in voter participation is already being seen around the region and indeed the world. Friends, I do not want our country to follow others down that path. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people requires that the people express their views via the vote. If people don't participate, if they don't feel that their vote counts, it suggests that they don't feel that they have a stake in the society. That sense of belonging doesn't come merely through the exercise of a vote. It is, though, a reflection of the day-to-day lived reality of our people. And so, in this next term, I take it as my central mission, the need to do all that we can to rebuild that feeling of community, to rebuild an active sense of society.
You know, I'm glad that he acknowledged that because I do think that has been a failure of this government, of the FNM, and, well, I don't even know of the and of the COI, because the majority of people did not show up to vote. It was like, and he is very correct when he said the people feel like they don't have a stake in the country. When you talk to people, they say the FNM and the PLP are the same. And they think that, you know, Lincoln might need some therapy. So they felt like...
Or at least some new shoes. Have you seen the picture of him in the shoes?
Please stop, right? And so they feel like, what is the point?
Oh boy.
You know, what is the point? A lot of people feel like they've lived through, especially older people who have lived through both administrations, and they feel like nothing has changed. They don't see their life improving in any way. So they're like, what is the purpose of me going out to vote? Because nothing is going to change.
And Jessica, here's my difficulty with that, though. I think Bahamians like to involve themselves or like to behave like children. My granddaddy is 100 years old. Do you know, on the day of the advance poll, the only thing that was on his 100-year-old mind was going to the poll?
Okay, what's wrong with that?
I'm just trying to... you think politics can affect his life anymore at this point? The only thing he waiting on is the rapture.
Yeah, but my thing is, and no offense to your 100-year-old granddaddy, or you say granddaddy, right?
Yeah.
But the needs and the things that he may want right now are not the same things
No,
and the
but I'm
needs that I
saying-
want.
so you
He's
talk
already
about-
probably been comfortable. He probably already had his house. He probably bought his house and it was 34 cents. Now it is $34 million.
Fine.
So your grandfather's needs and the needs of the average Bahamian right now are
Right.
two completely different
But
things.
you talked about people that were disenchanted or removed from the process mentally
Mm-hmm.
because they don't. You think the process affects his life in any way? No, it doesn't. He's 100. But still, on the morning of the advance poll, the man could think about nothing more than going to the poll.
Right, because what I'm trying to tell you is the needs and the wants of people weren't upset because of the process. They were upset because they feel as though nothing is going to change.
What
your
is making them that
hold on.
dispassionate?
Because your grandfather was able to live his life, right? Your grandfather don't have to worry about the same things that now this generation of people have to worry about because he have y'all to take care of him. Hopefully y'all are taking care of
Naturally.
him.
Well, that's how you get to the poll. How else you get
You know
to
what I'm saying?
800?
Some people don't take care of their grandparents. They just drop them off at PMH and never look back. But the point that I'm trying to make is he has lived his life. So right now he's voting because he wants to be a part of the electoral process,
Right.
and probably because he wanted y'all to take him out the house. But
Right.
for the average Bahamian who did not go out to the polls, they have not seen their life change so significantly by either administration that they feel like, what is the point? I still have to pay this enormous BPL bill tomorrow. I still don't have a house. I still can't afford the down payment to the house. The road's still bad. Well, the roads ain't bad now because every road got paid
I can
before
tell you that.
election. So not
He's like the road would call up yonder.
not the roads. They still can't afford to go into the food store. The cost of living is still high. They still feel like they're not being paid for the jobs that they work for. So they just feel like, what's the point? I made $20 under the F&M. I made $20 under the PLP.
But okay, so at some point, Bahamians have to decide what is the threshold of measurement for what a good government does. And and I have to go here. Watching Wayne Monroe lose in Freetown was the most interesting case to me, right? And I'll tell you why. On a national level, there's not been a better minister of national security than Wayne Monroe, statistically, maybe since, I don't know, what's his name? Who's the minister of national security during the Flamingo? You know who I mean. He's from Andres. Anyway,
Continue.
I'm going to remember his name in a minute. Wayne Monroe has had a lower murder count than at least the last 4 ministers of national security. He's had higher drug arrests than maybe the last 5 ministers of national security. Darrell Roll is his name. He's had more migrant apprehensions than at least 4. So the question becomes is if the man has better numbers than at least 5 of his predecessors, how is that person not re-electable?
And this is my thing to you. That was what his accomplishments were as Minister of National Security,
Sure.
right? And I understand that crime may be down, but is the fear of crime down?
But
Hold
all
on,
those
let me
things
ask you-
affect
let me
your
ask
life. You realize that?
Yes, but the fear of crime is still down. Things have to be seen as well. You may tell me that the numbers is down and crime is down and housebreaking is down and murder is down, but through my corner I see people get shot every day. Just because they're not dying doesn't mean that crime necessarily is down. Do I feel like it is down? Do I feel safer? Do I feel like I still have to lock my doors every night? Am I afraid that somebody is going to follow me and sexually abuse me? Do I feel like my children are safe? No. Every time you pick up the paper and you read a different story about what's happening with women and children in the country, you could tell me the stats until you're blue in the face, but do I feel that way? No.
So the question then becomes, Sani, what translates? Because, okay, if crime going down around the whole Bahamas, why the crime ain't going down around you? We might need to lock you up.
Do you still feel safe is the question that I'm asking you. Do you still feel safe? It is also the fear of crime as well that people are also still afraid of. Even what, let's use VAT as an example, right? They took VAT off the stuff in the food stores, right? People still saying, okay, VAT off it, but the things still feel expensive.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
that's what I mean. Like, you could make all the rules and stuff, but if it doesn't trickle down and Bahamians don't feel or actually see it, then they're not.
The reason why I wanted to kind of flesh this out with you is because I've literally had at least 2 people tell me, oh man, I didn't vote. We were talking about Bacchus. I didn't vote for Bacchus because Bacchus ain't do nothing for me. And I've told you, I've lived South Beach since 1991. When I moved in South Beach, Lyndon Pinland was still the prime minister.
Yeah.
I know that Bacchus has put up all the street signs throughout the whole of South Beach. If you ask me, he put too much speed bump in South Beach, to my annoyance, actually. I know that he's painted all the roads. I know he's paved the beach road for the first time since 1997.
Yeah.
My question becomes, when you say the Member of Parliament has done nothing, I know South Beach by CB Bethel, you used to need a jet ski to get past it. So when you say to me the Member of Parliament has done nothing, what in fact were you looking for?
I don't disagree with you. I do feel like sometimes we require so much of our members of parliament, and the things that we ask for are not. They just don't make no sense. When we had the show where people were calling in, I'll never forget the woman say she wasn't going to vote for Leslie because she wasn't in Leslie's constituency, but she saw Leslie and people giving out stuff, and she asked for it, and
the people tell us you're on the wrong side of the road.
They tell us, no, you're not in the constituency, and she get mad. Somebody else say, yeah, Jamal, he's done so much in the community, but he's never been to my house.
Right.
I've seen the things that he's done, but I've never met him.
Right.
So I can't vote for him because I've never met him.
Right.
So I do agree with you that I don't know.
Yeah, should I wash your hand after dinner too?
I don't know. But I blame politicians for that because they started it. You started it now. You started giving out the Mother's Day baskets.
Yeah.
You stopped now. You started giving out the ham and turkey. You started making it a priority to go to everybody's house and see everybody. Now you can't get mad when you miss a Mother's Day.
Benevolence is exactly that. Benevolence, right?
You miss a Mother's Day and they vote you out.
Yeah.
You give them a Mother's Day basket for 4 years straight.
You say, boy, the budget a little tight this year.
What?
Who the next felon? We ain't even know.
I do agree with you with that though. Like
it's an interesting test case, and I think Bahamians have to not approach their politics in such a juvenile fashion. That's my only thing. Like, and again, I know you say I make excuses for the PR. I'm telling you, like, I have sources in the PRD that tell me leaving people don't know where they live. Like, and why are our adults turning out this way? What do you mean you cannot give me a physical location for where you live?
Anyway,
that's unordinary.
Sani, are you speaking? I didn't do a poll. Y'all know I didn't do a poll. I'm speaking for the things that I've read on social media. I have a lot of. Someone asked me if I guess what I was saying.
On the fear of crime?
I don't think it was the fear of crime of why I guess people didn't want to go to vote. I don't know, but I was.
It's because they're juveniles. That's why. They are mentally juvenile.
And someone say, but the political system is juvenile, and I agree with that too, because they play into it. They play into it. You can't expect. You having grill and chill every day. Yeah. I hope some grill and chill this weekend.
What is the basic principle of economics? The supply must meet the demand.
Agreed.
So if you have a bunch of juveniles, there's no need to do this. Why would I go selling celery sticks in a place where they like cotton candy? It just wouldn't make any sense. And so, again, like I say, I think, sure, there's much to be done. There is much evolution necessary. But equally, man, Bahamians at some point have to understand that these things affect their lives.
I let you ADHD me today.
Oh, boy. Where are we? A long way from where we were.
I really let you ADHD me today. And usually, they depend on me to keep us on track, and I let you suck me in. Normally, I be okay. We have to stop. Yeah, normally I do, but I don't know. I let you suck me in today.
Okay, where are we?
William Monroe hinted at a cabinet appointment today. We were talking about him and his loss. This is something that I thought was going to happen, but this one told me he didn't think that Brave would waste a Senate appointment.
I didn't think Wayne would accept this, to the Senate like this.
Why not? Anyway, this is what he said today.
I'm disappointed in the outcome in Freetown. I'm not devastated. I'm not demoralized. As I said, Freetown is my ministry. I was sent there by the late Archbishop Gomez. I continue to be there a quarter of a century later. I don't intend to change my church. I don't intend to change my ministry. I'll still be there for the people as I was before.
And would you be willing to accept a Senate appointment and maybe a cabinet appointment as well, if offered by the Prime Minister?
Well, I've been told that something may happen tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Until it's officially announced, I can't say anything.
This man's so cheeky. I've been told that something is going to happen tomorrow at exactly 10 o'clock, but I can't say what it is. You just told us what it is. What is the only position that you would take?
I don't know. Housing?
And they're going to pick the first appointment they're going to do bright and early tomorrow morning is housing?
Well, remember now, housing was a major campaign thing. Hold on, everybody.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
But you think the the very first appointment.
Think of them say they was going to build 5,000 houses in 5
The
years.
very first appointment over AG, over national security, housing.
Yeah, I feel like Brave say, boy, we have to at least build 5,000 in one house. You have to start.
Well, remember they said they're going to do it. They made plenty promises. Tobias made some house promises too for Fort Charlotte. Brave made some promises too. So
they probably mixing cement tonight. So when they swear the new minister in.
But they did not make the 5,000 home promise.
No.
That is one they did. They just say homes.
Yeah.
So whether it's 5 or 50, it's still homes.
So what the people they move mix the cement in the truck? Boy, listen, stand by. We ain't coming for plenty cement tomorrow morning.
We'll be back. We still have a lot more to talk about. And we're opening the phone lines early today. So we'll be back right after this.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This $150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2-ball. 10. Give me another 2-ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. There's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here. It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Stephen Miller.
I'm Sonny Brown. We just wanted to say really quickly, y'all know this is a talk show, right? Like, it's a talk show. It's our opinion. You know, it's a talk show. It's not news.
Yeah.
This don't say eyewitness news.
Like the late night show, like
yeah, you know, it's a combination of
satire. I know all FNMs know what satirical means.
By now.
Because their leader wouldn't stop saying it.
Like, y'all give us a break. This isn't, you know, some of those other shows that, you know, maybe are...
I mean, the ones where everybody sits up like this.
Nobody is laugh. Nobody is have fun. You know,
if I had to sit down like this for 2 hours, I don't know. Does that make their shoulder hurt?
This is a talk show.
Wow.
You know, watch Eyewitness News. Anyway, where were we?
Possible cabinet appointments.
Possible cabinet appointments. After the first one, I see somebody said Monroe's well qualified for that. Let's wait and see. This is the person say, I would like to see more investigative reporters before they come and speak on certain issues. You sound good, but not factual.
Go watch BBC. Go watch the BBC. So on Wayne Monroe's appointment, right? Can I tell you this?
Keep watching us, yeah?
Can I tell you this? I think that is more of the Prime Minister's mastery than it is about Wayne's ability. And while I believe like Wayne Monroe is the most eminently qualified criminal attorney in the entire Commonwealth of the Bahamas, second to none, right? I think the Prime Minister realizes one thing in his wisdom. I would rather have Wayne litigating for me than to have this idiot litigate against me.
Listen.
Right? Because you know Wayne is somebody...
You ever seen him in action?
I've seen him in court.
I have seen Wayne in my days as a reporter, sitting in court, sleeping, I promise you. Eyes closed, laid back, everything else going on. Like, but when it's his time, he gets up.
You wake up and in 6 minutes, you have no
case
case.
closed, you're trying to figure out what just happened.
What did he even say?
He is, honestly, he is masterful at what he's done. Very dry, because, Lord.
Yeah.
That is not someone you want to listen to talk for a very long period of time, right? Like, he's very...
dispassionate.
I can't explain it. That's who he is. But you cannot take away from the fact that he's a really good lawyer.
From his legal acumen. Yeah, and so I think the Prime Minister understands, right? And he also now has a new tool in his war chest, right? He knows all of the failings and the flailings of the law enforcement agencies, right? And remember, that's where he brags about that being where he made the bulk of his money.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine someone with this newfound skill, that litigation ability, no cabinet chokehold on, and free to practice the law every week. A matter of fact, Wayne probably could think about 100 cases right now that he can...
John Miller wants to know, the show is called Eye on the Nation, but we only talk about politics. I know if you watch this from the beginning.
Watch this show.
Yeah. I don't know if John just started watching.
Stick around for 2 more weeks, John.
The reason that we're talking about politics is because the election just over.
Yeah. John, what was she talk about? Sea grapes?
Exactly. We talked about the plane crash at first. Like,
John, we ain't listening to John.
I mean, when the show started, before the political, we talked about everything. We still try to talk, but right now we talk about politics. We talk about the issues that people are talking about.
A whole Prime Minister. You think we shouldn't talk about that?
I'm only answering him. Okay. John wants to know. I don't know if you watch this from the beginning, John, but continue to watch. After politics and stuff start to die down, we would love.
Who knows? Maybe next week we'll talk about sea grapes.
You don't have to be mean, you know?
Well, I don't know what John want me to talk about.
Anyway,
so the
someone answer John. I can stop answering because our people is answer first.
I think was again more of the Prime Minister's brilliance than it is about Wayne's talent. The reason I thought the names that I thought for Attorney General is because again, the Attorney General is a position that needs seniority in order for people to respect it, some sobriety. So you need someone that isn't youthful and trying to have like youthful, ambitious wins. And I looked around the PLP's College of Attorneys that they have in their cadre of colleagues.
Yeah.
No one fits that bill.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that they aren't intelligent and bright and smart, blah, blah, blah. They just don't fit the sobriety, seniority, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I figured they would reach for a Damian Gomez, who, again, on the civil side of the law, is the absolute best. Listen, at any point it looked like going to jail getting real.
Listen, we offer.
Total damage.
Okay.
Can I just say this before?
Okay.
Greg Moss, I thought the Prime Minister was considering him because he saved them in Freeport.
Okay.
You remember it was him that did the whole...
We talked all about this yesterday.
Precisely. So that was why I thought in the long haul, if the Prime Minister was going to bring someone to the Senate, it wouldn't be the lone cabinet minister that fell at an election.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Plus, you know, we still probably have at least 100 pending cases against
You know what? Ignoring you. All right, some of the other cabinet appointments that you wanted to talk about that you think are going to be out there. So I'm going to...
I think automatics are Pia, right? I think Pia is... I actually think because of the age of the Prime Minister, Fred Mitchell...
This is such an amazing photo. Sorry. I just like the photo.
You should have like soft music in the background.
I just like the photo. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Continue.
I think we have to now like start exposing the younger people like Pia, who I think is 49 or 48, somewhere around there, internationally some more. And so I think Minister of Tourism and Investments maybe might be the portfolio that we see for her. Because remember now,
I heard somebody else for tourism.
So we no longer have Wayne in the Parliament to be Minister of National Security. And I think the law says the Minister of National Security has to be in the Parliament because it says that about the Minister of Finance. So I assume that there's only 4 senior people in there: Brave, Chester, Glennis, and Fred.
Okay.
I assume one of those 4 people will pick up.
Okay, let's
National
go by
Security.
you off track now, and they telling me I gotta get you back on track. I can hear the producer say thank you from here.
I think Jomo is going to be another automatic pick.
Where?
I don't think they're going to put him back in agriculture because I think he's kind of pinnacle there. I could see Jomo going, who knows, maybe in like housing or transport.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think Jamal should just go wherever Fred is. Yeah, I think wherever.
What?
Well, first of all, Fred is 30 years older than him, right? He is a what do they call these people? Diplomat, from the diplomatic community.
So you think he should take him under his wing?
I think
the way that you feel like.
I think he's like Fred 2.0.
Okay.
Right. So he has a certain level of charisma about him. I could see him becoming a career politician. I think Fred Mitchell should go in national security. Fred has the deportment, he has the demeanor, and he should have a Minister of State for National Security because Fred's 74, who could kind of understudy him, undershadow him. If I were to think about one of the new kids on the block, Jamal Shawn, definitely Minister of State, National Security under Fred Mitchell. And then...
You have ginger hair.
I would make a Minister of Family Island Affairs. Do away with the Grand Bahama thing because I think it boxes you in a little pigeonhole.
Okay.
Minister of Family Island Affairs, that would naturally include Grand Bahama, and then probably throw something else in there along with that.
You have Fred as well.
Yeah, national security.
And Bacchus?
I think Bacchus.
Hold on, you got to say it properly.
But I think Bacchus' role should become minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister. Here's why. South Beach is the seat you need to be Prime Minister. He's won it twice for you. He has accepted your parliamentary secretary position for 5 years.
Okay.
You can't play with South Beach like that. Be big and serious.
Sorry.
All right? Yeah. So...
Okay, calm down.
He's a tax collector.
Put him in there.
Nobody really like tax collectors, right? So you can't really like send him anywhere.
All right.
Because you don't. But you could put him in the office of the Prime Minister where he gets the polish and the proximity, and he kind of galvanizes himself more as a politician.
Y'all let us know in the comments. I see some of you have already started doing it, but y'all can let us know who y'all think, what y'all think. We'll read it. Somebody say they hear Cindy. That was a joke.
You can check out my Facebook page though. I think I made slightly different cabinet picks, but
y'all
that's
can
because
let us know.
The reason I didn't use the ones that I said on Facebook is the cabinet portfolios that I made on Facebook do not exist.
Okay.
And I don't want to muddy the water. I want to just go with what exists. And the names we have.
They say Cindy getting something. That was a lie, man. They was only joking. Cindy ain't getting nothing.
Yeah. What do you think about the Jamal Fred duo, though?
Yeah, I agreed with you. Yeah. I feel like he's very diplomatic, and I feel like he could learn.
And national security is somewhere where you need seriousness. So you don't want somebody over there trying to do what you say the other people trying to do. They just trying to, because there's blow trumpet for the Minister of National Security.
Plenty of people just start listening to y'all Tuesday, Sani. Welcome them. We were welcoming them, but then when you come out punching us. Trying to... if you just reach...
What else y'all was listening to?
What do you mean there's other... I heard that from here.
Yeah,
I'm sure the listeners even heard
They
that
probably
one.
had a Japanese car with the Japanese radio.
Someone says they heard Bell going around for national security.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'm just, this is what they're saying they heard.
I want to just say to them,
I also don't. I
that's a
think,
good idea.
I don't
The
think that's a good
police
idea.
don't make good national security minister. They like to fondle the agency is too much.
I don't like how you said the word fondle. Grammy Glennis for national security. She's a former agent.
Man,
She
y'all don't
knows the
stress that
system.
old woman out like that.
They
Y'all trying
say
to
y'all
give-
want to put Fred in charge of the police?
Yes. He's senior. He's serious. I think he doesn't need to go on another plane. And I think he has the level of depth. Because he's going to be dealing with like military commanders and that sort of stuff. You don't want some
Someone say put Bell back by immigration.
What did they say? Keep Bell Ministry.
He knows he
Arts.
can do a little twerk now.
Ministry of the Fine Arts.
Yeah, let's do that. Ministry of Finance. Someone said, there's nothing else, only I donation. Thank you very much. Auntie G sat in as acting Minister of National Security.
You could act. That's one thing.
They say leave Pia in labor.
No, see, but here's the reason I take her out of there. You don't want to exhaust a good minister. You know what it is to have to row with Belinda for 10 years? You didn't spend 5 years rowing with her. You know you gotta come on.
They say don't fool with Ginger, leave Ginger. They say leave her alone.
I want her to be the minister of Grand
Someone
Bahama.
said,
I'm just saying, why are we... Okay, we've gone past the point where we need to single out Grand Bahama. I think she could just be the Minister of Family Island Affairs and maybe like development or something.
Someone said Pia should stay in public service. Someone else said Pia should be Minister of Education.
That's more union work. That's
Pia
the
was
reason I
great
wanted
in
to
it.
take her.
But I guess what they're saying is when you're good at something, why take somebody? Why what it is? Why change it
I agree.
if it ain't broke?
I agree, but you know they say certain jobs are so high stress you shouldn't do them for very long because of the high stress. You ever heard that? That's what it's like being the Minister of Labor. You know, like you spend your whole 5 years rowing with a bunch of rowdy people for 5 years.
I ain't hear a peep from Belinda since. She okay? Anybody check on her?
You mean after Tingham was trying to set up the little?
I just asked if anybody
boy.
checked on her. That's all. No, okay.
It ain't going good for them last 3 days.
All right. Well, y'all can finish. Let us know y'all appointments, and we're gonna open up the phone lines as well. But Ingram joined the conversation today.
He should stop. Yeah, this should be the last time they let him join the conversation, and I say that to you.
That is, you won't even let me say what he said though.
I say Ingramite, and I want to tell him that he's diminishing.
But what do you do when somebody comes to you?
Tell them I want to talk to y'all. When they say, hey, what you think about? You say, I don't think about that. But what you thinking about going out to sea fishing?
But the thing is, he used to. He was very quiet, and everybody know if he doesn't want to talk, he does not talk. Christy was the talker. He will talk to any mic. He will walk toward the press to
Right.
speak.
A matter of fact, Christy probably used to talk to some of the people jogging past his house.
Exactly. He will stop and he will talk for hours. Ingram was never a talker,
Yeah.
but
I like that about
apparently
him, though.
he had to get these things off of his chest. And one of the things that he said today, he said to one of the local dailies, was that he believed Menace He believed Menace was the reason that the FNM lost the election. Now, y'all could blame Menace for a lot of things, and his reason was not because of the dissent of Menace and Menace not standing with the few members of Parliament, FNM members of Parliament, or the things that he may have said, or him even going independent. He said he blames Menace because people still remember COVID and what they had to go through COVID. But nobody even associates Menace with the FNM anymore, do you?
Well, here's the deal. Menace ran in this election as a non-FNM.
That's why I'm trying to figure out why y'all trying to blame this on Menace.
Yeah.
Like,
At
leave
what
him.
point are you all gonna realize
if
that
Menace was still associated with the party in terms of they was bringing Menace out on the stage and shaking hands with Menace and taking photos with Menace, then people could say, then you could say yes. They have distanced themselves from Menace long before this election was even called. So how are you still blaming Menace for this?
I think the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me just now, right?
Oh.
Because here's the thing.
Stop playing with God.
You can tell me when the Spirit of the Lord talked to me. When the woman tell you all the other day, the thing she tell you all, she tell you, did the Lord tell her that?
And we also told her to stop playing with God.
Well, I take no responsibility for her, but I wasn't think. Here's the thing. I wasn't thinking this all along. I'm thinking it now, right?
Okay.
Maybe they should have let Menace speak. Because they should have let Menace speak. Because who could be more contrite than the person that had offended, right? And maybe had Menace get up on the stage and say, look, I was just trying to save your life. And I didn't want you all dead. And Mama them was dead. And Tita was dead. And one bunch of people was dead. And I was doing my best. I was a doctor. I take the Hippocratic oath because I was a hypocrite. And I don't know how else to behave. Please forgive me. Maybe people to say, boy, at least he's feeding wife ice cream with a spoon, you know. You follow what I'm saying?
No, because no.
But you love Menace.
I love new Menace.
Right. And
I love new Menace.
So
I don't
new
want
Menace couldn't come to you on the stage and say, Sonny,
because
I'm
I
so
feel
sorry.
because I'm starting to see now, after Menace lose them hints of old Menace coming right back.
But you wouldn't have known it on the rally stage.
Yeah, I like new Menace.
Right.
But New Menace became New Menace because of what the F&M did to him. If the F&M didn't do what they did to him, he would not be New Menace. He would be Sam Old Menace. So imagine Sam Old Menace on that stage. They would have lower amount of people coming out to vote.
To the Senate.
I told someone today jokingly that they should appoint Menace and Lincoln to the Senate. And if that person could have killed me, they would have. I said I would start watching the Senate.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
I want to tell you, Menace in the Senate would be a riot.
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just feel like they need to, the F&M needs to take accountability. You can't blame Menace for this one.
Yeah.
You can blame him for many things. No, it wasn't a clip. It was, how y'all blame Loretta? What? Oh!
Because she started with a minute. We blame Loretta for staying in Long Island.
Yeah.
When she should have been in Nassau trying to become the leader. No, she was too busy being in Long Island, trying to be, I don't know what she's trying to be. If she was here, she would have been leader.
Yeah, but he also did say, and you could tell this about his friend. He said the people also chose Brave because they felt like he was a better prime minister than Pintard. And he said he feel like the win was Brave's win. He does, a lot of people feel like it was the specific MPs, but he said he believes
Brave.
The win was fueled by his good friend. He said people felt safe with Brave.
Because there's only one place around here safe. You know where that is?
With Brave.
I can tell you that.
Anyway, but leave. I still have to say, leave him
asking
alone.
Mr. Ingram questions, man. The man is retired. Leave him.
Well, as a reporter, if you see him, you have to ask.
And he's already picked two bad leaders. Don't make him pick another one.
It's him who have to say. Someone say leave White Daddy where he is. I agree. Now that is one portfolio I wouldn't change if I was. Someone say Clay for immigration.
Yeah, and let me tell you why I wouldn't.
I would leave White Daddy where he is.
White Daddy has somehow built such a superb team around him in the Ministry of Works. Now that team has found synergy, don't touch that.
Okay.
Because for many years the Ministry of Works was the Ministry of did not wake. So now that we finally get some movement going, man, not for my sake.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, don't touch that.
They say Halkitis is finance. Where else would he be?
Yeah. Now, here's the question. Are they going to do a compilation? Is it going to be like Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Financial Services, NIP, Inland Revenue, you know what I mean? Because Ministry of Finance alone is not broad enough to cover all the things we do around here.
Yeah. Someone said Pintard was his own bit of pill. I agree. Someone says Bell for beaches and
Pintard
parks.
was a Pintard.
Bells for beaches and parks.
What?
Bell for beaches and parks.
Let's not talk foolishness. Next
I am reading. We asked the people to tell us, and I'm reading.
Could you type, don't talk foolishness?
I'm not typing that.
Bell was made a minister when he was immediately out of the police force. You think after being the minister 3 times, 2 times, and just winning the whole of y'all can make him the man, not man.
I'll be the first to say Pintard is to blame. He's their leader. He has to take a blame.
Pintard
Agreed.
is a Pintard. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Someone said, what? Oh, I read that one already. Sorry. Chester Cooper was doing an excellent job in tourism. They say Menace can be an FNA if you would invite him.
I wanted him to be leader. He never accept my invitation. But he also never accept our invitation to the show either, so bah.
So what?
Bah.
Someone says Sebastian Housing.
Tell these people if we're going to talk, we got to talk sensible. First of all, Parliament doesn't open till next week, right? They certainly haven't changed.
Well, we know what's going to happen. But let's just say in a perfect world.
But the law haven't changed.
Yes, but it is going to change. Let's not pretend like it's not going to change.
Yeah, but
in a world where it has changed.
Okay.
Because it is going to change.
Okay. When? Because I don't suspect they're going to kick the
tomorrow.
Door. Yeah, I don't expect they kick the door. The Parliament open, and the first piece of legislation they walk through the door is how to make Sabasa minister. I don't think that's going to be the government's first.
I don't think it's going to be.
They have a budget to debate.
I don't, but I do think that it's something that's going to be done.
Sure.
And then that's going to open the door for Leslie, who I think will be an excellent minister.
Sure.
It will.
Sure. I mean,
it's how you said sure. You know, I could see you.
Oh boy. I love Leslie. I think she's wonderful and magnificent.
Put Patricia in social service.
I think she should go right back on the bench.
I know Patricia have the.
No, and that's great.
For social services, you have to be a little bit more of a people's person.
Yeah, I can see Patricia saying.
Leave her right.
You need medication again? Listen, just be like me. Don't take all your pills.
We just give you a food stock coupon.
Yeah. How come you keep running out of pressure medication? You taking these every day.
Let her stay where she is. I think she has the mannerisms.
But in the Westminster system, there is great honor in being a long-serving speaker. You know, like that's something people actually want on their resume.
Yeah, but you ever watch the House and see the foolishness that Jews have to control in the House?
So I'm saying, okay.
Imagine being speaker when they tried to throw the mace out the window.
You know, nobody in charge of you is speaker, right? You know, speaker is autonomous.
But you also realize that the speakers be talking and theirs be shouting and this one is be shouting and that one is be doing this and that one is be doing this.
Or ask the sergeant at arms to skate them out of the house.
Say, Patricia need to be a driver. Now stop.
But she can't. She's elected. She shouldn't be driving herself. But what I don't understand, right, Francesca, this is the thing that annoys me about these people that get into politics, right? Mm-hmm. How do you want to be a part of a Westminster system and then not understand the things in the Westminster that are the things to accomplish?
I understand that, but you may think, or it may have been back in the day, or it may have been in other parts where the Westminster system is followed, that being a speaker is something that is to be loved and respected. But it's okay for me to say I do not want to be speaker.
Why?
Because I don't want to be playing with a bunch of children all day. I might as well be a teacher if I'm going to do that. Because all day, it's like, you watch the House?
I do.
It isn't like the Senate. The Senate, they behave. Okay? I don't know what it is about.
It's because the Senate is for the learned.
They behave.
That's the House of Lords, you know.
Once in a while, you get a little.
You know, the Parliament is the House of Commons.
Tat. And theirs be so close in the Senate. Theirs be like this.
It's the House of Lords.
Right? So, I don't know, but because the Senate have tree meat. That's why they behave.
They so
full.
Too
full. But
they're like snake.
They don't behave in the House. I don't want to have nothing to do. You could imagine just sitting in there and rowing with these people all day. Please stop. I've already asked you to do not address him. Address the chair. That is unparliamentary language.
Right.
That is not true. Please sit down. Escort him all day.
You know what else? You know what else being the speaker allows you? Permanent and pensionable. Because you can't fire the speaker.
Someone say Lisa Raming for social services.
Okay. She's there now.
Patricia for national security.
She used to work in national security for 30 years, believe that or not.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Leave Patricia as speaker. She have them on lock. I agree. Leave that woman right where she is. Put her back on the bench. Jessica Cooper remain in tourism. Pre-Nat Cash, I love the show. We love you too. I don't agree with that. Mikhail Bonamy is doing a spectacular job in there. I guess that's when I said
they act the contractors.
People want no minister of health. I don't know who, but it can't be Davos.
Who else?
They can't.
Who else? Who else? Damn, for Jesus. Give me your best second pick.
I got to think about who would happen.
You're going to be just like the F&M who make Renwood Wells the Minister of Health.
He can't go back. Though he doesn't seem to have
but because
he cannot.
But because health has so many moving parts right now, you need continuity. The best thing to do is to send.
How do you continue foolishness?
Because we midway.
No, with foolishness.
But it only looked like foolishness.
Nobody seems to like him. Let's be honest. And it doesn't. I'm so sorry. It's a no. I got to think about that. Someone say Les Abbas, assistant Sabas for Minister of Health, but 4 people just said that.
Okay. Yeah.
That one I don't agree with. I ain't gonna lie. That one I don't. I don't.
You can say, why all these people keep dying like this?
I don't agree with that one.
Every day I come to Wake, all your report to me is minister, someone dead. But why do people like to die like this?
Where Wayne going? Yeah, we said at the beginning, Wayne gonna be AG.
Who's this? Oh, Minister of Health. Okay.
Yeah. Castro for immigration. Ooh, you? Oh, jeez. Might as well put Lincoln there.
No, she's the swap.
Speaking of, there was some deportations today.
Of course. Brave say time up. And on your passport here while you're going. Don't get these things.
Listen to me.
Don't get this lady with you.
I understand the deportations have to continue, right?
You really could wait till next week.
Wait. When I saw it, and I saw the first comment under it, somebody say, Brave used these people to get it, and now he's
I
sending
can
them
imagine
home.
they probably collecting the passport to come. Thank you very much. You're going to this in Haiti. Thank you very much.
Listen,
Oh, boy.
I understand that they needed to do it, right? But they could have wait, you know?
Yeah, one week wouldn't have killed you, Brave.
I think we have a video of them announcing the deportation today. No? Don't kill her rudder show. Castro is arguing with me in the back there. Okay, where do we go now? Oh, break.
Oh, we're going to the break.
Oh, we're going to the break.
Well, next time play the jingle so we can hear it.
Sorry.
What kind of jingle is this?
Sorry, Castro. We'll be back. When we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines. We have that deportation video and some other stuff. Right to the break.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe Wallet, or even Sand Dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm David Miller.
I'm Sadi Brown.
You'll be okay?
I can be fine. As long as they don't open up these mics during the times,
Yeah.
we will be okay.
Yeah.
All right. So don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe. Explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
For all your everyday needs, call Canoe.
All right.
That was good?
No, I was trying to read the messages.
Oh, okay.
I cannot manage you and read the messages.
Okay, so I understand that Lincoln's plea worked. We have a video for that. You want to go to that?
Let's go to that.
Let's go to the video.
Talk to the person in the front of you. Talk to the person in the back of you. If they cannot speak the Queen's English, they should not have a passport. That's right. When you get to that door, you let us know. When you get close to that door, you let us know. If you see an agent in a black shirt, you let us know.
Say something to the person in the front or the back of you. Here's how to do it the right way. Instead of saying what you're saying, you'll say, "How do you do on this fine occasion?" I can vote quick and head out. That's an absolute no-no. You'll say, "I shall promptly cast my ballot and take my leave." This line long, eh? Reel it in. Start over. The queue appears to be rather extensive. Yeah.
So you wearing a F&M shirt and a PLP hat?
Yep.
You you undecided?
I'm none. I ain't none.
You ain't nothing.
None.
But you gonna vote?
Okay. I see. I'm telling you. As the Bahamas in the Commonwealth, no country in the Commonwealth have election. As I was born over here, 2 years went to Haiti. At 2002, okay, I came over here at the same year. The woman, they got a woman who will become governor of Canada. She was a black. She left Haiti at 2 years old. Okay? And then I see, I'm illegal in my country. I cannot do nothing. I would like to work, I don't have a problem. I just come to see the voting for.
I pledge my allegiance to the flag.
Lincoln!
One people, united, love and service. Amen.
What?
Yeah.
If confuse the enemy was a person, first of all, it's the PLP out of the F&M shirt. But it was not, it was like every second word. But he said he wasn't voting though, so Lincoln didn't have to come for that
Lincoln,
one.
we got 2 for you now.
He said he what? He said he what?
It's actually officially okay to put up your 2 fingers these days now.
Is it now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, now we can do it. Because you know I couldn't do anything during. Now I know that people out here screenshotting and lying and using little segments of our show for their own convenience. I'm not going to do that again.
I already told you about those people and why
yeah,
to avoid
that's
them.
why I'm not going to run on with them. I just know now.
Tomorrow, all they will report.
Yeah. Okay.
Deportation.
The deportation exercise. So this is
I don't care where you all going. I know where you all can stay.
So this will happen today.
The exercise we are going to do is the deportation exercise. Some 107 migrants, inclusive of 80 males, 22 females, and 5 minor female children will be repatriated to Haitian immigration.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying.
That's plenty Asian.
Listen, we all know that this was probably a deportation exercise that was in the works
we
long
all
time.
don't know that.
We
all don't know. You don't clump me in there.
We all know.
When they tell you.
These people probably came from the detention center. I just saying.
Maybe this was the efforts of, Big Bad Chad. You know Big Bad Chad? Big Bad Chad is the most Haitian locking up his immigration officer. He's the Chad Adams.
No, but what I'm saying is, when they posted the video, all the comments on the video was say, Brave used the people to get voted.
Yeah.
Can't
be all live.
Now, I say I believe that, but
I
that's so
was probably
funny though.
named this one Operation Election Done.
But that was very funny though. But I don't think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not what happened.
Shout out to Jad Adams then. though.
So
That's
is that-
they super duper immigration locking up people.
Who else? But listen, I have nothing against Michael Davo personally. I'm just saying that it doesn't seem like the unions, the nurses, the doctors, it just doesn't seem like he gets along with the people that have to help him
Maybe he needs
in
a
his
minister of
ministry.
state.
Yes, maybe he needs someone to assist him. Maybe with the
So maybe they
personnel
could send
part.
Leo Lightburn over there. Leo Lightburn is somebody you really can't be mad at, you know. Like, have you ever met him in real life?
I have.
Like, he's one of those people who, he's very lighthearted. Like, you just don't want to be mad at Leo. Like, you know, like, Leo is the guy who you come to him mad. Like, I could see the unions, like, picketing the nurses march down the hill to go to the Ministry of Health, right? When they get there, Leo say, what's going on, man? Come out that sun, man. Come sit over here. I put this table here with some drinks on the agenda. What? Sit down and have one of these drinks. What your problem really is? The pay? But they ain't really paying me like that, you know. So, what to do? Let's see what he likes to give away money as well, right? So, man, take this $50.
Why would you say it on air?
Because it's true, right? Take this $50. Y'all, who in charge? You? March back up the hill.
Breaking news.
What's happening?
No, not you. Actual breaking news. The F&M just released a statement.
Michael Pendadas resigned Marco City.
No, he's saying he ain't playing with y'all. He's staying.
Somebody listening to him still?
So the F&M just released a statement. The statement says, when the House of Assembly reconvenes on May 20th, the 8 members of the official opposition will be prepared to hold the new administration accountable to carefully examine and debate its first budget. 2 days before, on Monday, the 18th of May at 10 a.m., Michael C. Pintard will be sworn in as leader of His Majesty's loyal opposition. This decision follows a transparent and democratic consultation process with multiple bodies of the Free National Movement held at Mr. Pintard's request. On Wednesday, May 13th, the leadership elected new officers of the F&M, the Executive Committee, the Central Council, and the newly elected F&M members met to openly determine whether he should continue serving following the election result. He was unanimously endorsed to remain in his... Let me see if this is a statement, because there's no way.
Now, I think you're old enough. You remember Roger Ramjet from the Cartoon Network?
Let me go on their page to make sure it's true, because I know it's a lot of fake and frauds, because it's no way.
You know Roger Ramjet? You used to watch Roger Ramjet as a child?
Oh, it is on.
And in first position, Roger Ramjet. Yay.
It's a real statement.
That's how I know. Boy, I tell you, Brave could be
Y'all
prime
can't blame Pintard for this.
Brave could be prime
I mean, y'all
minister
can't blame Minister for this. They unanimously, well, let's say the
Brave
people
could
who...
be prime minister till he 90. Brave could be prime minister till he 90.
Well, the good thing is they still have to have a convention. So he could stay there for now, but whenever they have a convention, I'm positive whoever it was who unanimously say you could stay for now, could challenge him at the convention.
My brother.
Anyway, they keeping him. He's being sworn in as leader of the opposition on May 18th.
And in first position, Roger Ramjet. Yay.
Just breaking news. Just had to put that.
We really wasted like TV time just now.
People wanted to know if he was going to stay. You kept saying he should resign. So now we saying that he's not
But
resigning.
I did say September. You could do it in September, Michael. That's okay.
In September?
Because that was when the election was supposed to have been anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so just...
So you want him to wait?
Do it in September.
All right.
It's okay.
Let's open up the phone lines.
Yeah, let's talk to the people.
Yeah, let's talk to the people. Give them the number.
323-777-56980-775. That's the number to call in. And I know you all hear what I say about the cabinet. Of course, you can feel free to check out my Facebook page. I have an entirely different set of predictions there.
Castro, the people say they could hear you. Someone say, we heard that lady laughing in the back.
Yeah, Michael Pintard is laughable. And apparently so is the F&M and whoever typed this letter. They're all laughable.
It's the unanimous...
No. You come, hey.
I didn't even
bring
ask.
the ADHD back this way.
I didn't even ask for...
Bring
you can't do that.
Bring the ADHD back this way. I am the only one in here permitted to have ADHD, and it's not you.
Who bring that?
Listen, stay tuned. 323-777-5-698-077. I know where Sonny gone.
Sorry, I saw something. Don't let Castro see it. Don't let
Hello,
Castro
caller.
see it. Huh. I can get it for you when I come downstairs.
Oh boy. Hello, caller.
Sorry, give them the number again.
323-777-5-698-077.
Let me read. Sorry. They say try a business person, maybe not a doctor. Maybe more business strategies needed.
Maybe y'all just need to agree to break down this old hospital.
But isn't that no? Because the
No,
new
that
one
ain't
is
the
just
plan.
for,
Their plan is to just build another one.
Yeah. Someone said, hold on. F&M said they keeping Michael. I saw one person in a black shirt in Michael Livid. I saw nobody, to be honest. Okay, Minister Mario Bullock for Transportation and Aviation. Joan Will Campbell for Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture.
I hate that ministry. I want that to go away.
Why?
What is a ministry of youth? Why is there not a ministry of old people?
Because it's the same. You know what you sound like?
What?
When people say, why is there a Black History Month?
No.
And there is that's exactly what you sound like.
What is a ministry of youth?
A
What do they
ministry
do?
that focuses on things that are going to make the youth move further.
So like you mean like so a ministry of development and forward planning?
Okay, so you don't like the name of the ministry.
Yes, what is it?
Okay,
what does a ministry of youth do?
It's a good thing you're not in charge
Are
of
they like just
renaming
young
it.
people running around in here?
No, it's people who are making rules to focus on young people. I know that you're a little old now and you don't feel like young people should have things.
Ministry of youth.
Yeah, okay.
And the minister of youth. You 60. That makes sense?
That's why it shouldn't be someone who's 60.
Okay.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yes, good afternoon. How
Good
y'all
afternoon.
doing today?
We're good. How are you?
Talk show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The whole thing was a disaster with Pentad. From they started the campaign off, it was a disaster. Low numbers, and they really didn't have the support.
Mm-hmm.
The people didn't want Pentad.
And I think they didn't have one cohesive message. It was like
No.
nobody could tell what their campaign message was.
It was the Haitians are coming. Ah!
Yeah, but they just did that the Haitians were coming thing 2 months before when Lincoln them. Well, I have to be fair to Lincoln. He been doing the Haitians were coming for the whole 5 years. The F&M just picked that up after the passport stuff started coming out.
Yes, yeah. He didn't have a good tactic, and he just his slogan was just weak.
Yeah, I agree. Well, they said they're keeping him. So,
Yes, right.
yeah. I don't know. They keeping him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they just saying they keeping him for now. Like, who are we going to replace him with right now?
Rollins.
I think Rollins going to challenge him anyway. I feel like the first second they're going to do it. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. For the Ministry of Health, they can appoint a doctor, senator.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
PJ Nottage was the minister of health that way.
A doctor, senator. Okay. All right.
Dr. Monique Pratt.
Okay, I guess. They can make her like the minister of state then. So they can make Michael Darville the minister because he in the parliament, and then Monique Pratt the minister of state through the Senate. You saying that?
No, she wasn't saying minister of state. She was saying minister.
Yes.
Yeah, but what would you do with the whole substantive member of parliament that win his seat?
Give him something else.
Okay. You know, health is like one of the largest budgets in the government's items, right?
And it's still failing. Look
I'm
at
just,
that.
but I'm saying,
And
like,
look at that.
You don't give that
Okay,
to
so
a
then maybe-
first-time member. Again,
Well, you're giving it to people who aren't first-time members, and it don't look like they're doing such a great job.
I guess.
Maybe try something new.
I guess. I guess. Why she can't be a minister of state again?
I didn't say that. That's
Oh,
what the caller
okay.
said. I wasn't saying that I disagreed with
Oh.
you. I'm saying the caller wasn't saying that.
Okay.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, good luck. So,
Heal this wound in Jesus' name. Amen. Hello, caller.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
We want Leonardo be Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture.
Who you want to be Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture?
Leonardo Lightburn.
Leonardo Lightburn. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He's young enough for that. Is that okay with you?
I hate the Ministry of Youth, but he should be Sports and Culture.
Okay.
I actually want culture to go in tourism. I don't know why it isn't there.
Well, that actually does make a little bit of sense.
Come on.
But tourism is such a big portfolio within itself.
That's why you should put culture in there, because tourism also has a Department of Tourism. So imagine it was the Department of Tourism and Culture. Many of the issues we have now with trying to give culture its prominence would go away because they would have its own money.
Breaking news. Quick announcement before
More
we go to
breaking
the
news
next
again?
show. Before we go. So the Ministry of Education postponed GLAT, right? The grade 3 GLAT. Because they say there was a breach of the examination paper. Who teethed papers for grade 3, baby? When we was in school, they stole the BGCSE
Yeah, that happened
papers.
while I was in school.
Yeah, but these are teenagers. Y'all cheating for like 6-year-olds?
Yeah.
7-year-olds?
A little rough out there.
Y'all stealing grade 3 GLAT papers?
And I suspect that these GLATs are going to somehow set national prominence for the child. Yeah.
Anyway, so they have suspended it. So they said the one that they already took is null and void. And new examination papers will be distributed to primary schools on a date to be determined to ensure the fairness and the integrity of the assessment
And y'all
process.
want Glennis
So
to
the
keep
one
dealing
that
with this?
my nephew just took that. No, it was my nephew took grade 6.
And this is what y'all want to stress Glennis out with? No, sir.
Y'all stole grade 3 papers?
Child, y'all please let Grammy Glennis go do something easy.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello?
I want them to make Glennis Senior Minister of
The permit secretaries, not necessarily the ministers.
Say it again.
The permit secretaries really run those ministries.
That's why I don't think Sebastian
really the
will do
minister.
good as a minister. I think he's going to have a fundamental problem with that, you know.
You already said that yesterday. We understand
Did I say that
you-
yesterday?
Yes, you said he's going to find out very soon about permanent and
Oh,
pensionable.
yes, yeah.
You said that already, yeah.
But Lehman,
hey, buddy,
I got one thing to leave with you. I am so, you was my boy, and I love you to death. But I am so happy Sans get his stinks. Oh, I'm so glad. We won't see him no more other than in the doctor
Dr.
office.
Dwayne San is my personal friend.
They can keep him as chairman.
No, he should let that go.
So should have, and he
Lehman,
didn't let that go.
You think Sans gets him shame?
Listen, Dr. Sands is my personal friend.
I know, that's your friend, I know.
I'm biased.
I say, you think he gets some shame?
I can't, Dr. Sands is my personal friend.
I know.
Thank you.
Okay, leave it.
All righty. Someone says, as long as they leave P as Minister of Labor, she was amazing. Stealing papers
y'all don't
for
stress P out like
a
that.
useless exam. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I agree. Y'all stealing papers for grade 3 GLAT?
Yeah, the PGCSE is also kind of useless if you really think about it.
I mean, I don't disagree with you there, but we'll talk about that on another time.
But you can't
Anyway,
say that on TV. Y'all
no,
go to school
and learn.
Oh, you have to shout out CJ Daddy.
Who's CJ?
The man told you, boy, you see how these people go. The man said, make sure you shout out, what's it, CJ and, is it Cecile? She ain't named Cecile. She named CJ is the boy.
This is not true.
Wow.
What are you talking about? Who, man?
The man who say when he come in the car at 4 o'clock every day, his daughter and his son.
Oh, hold on. First of all, this was from Cat Island.
What a time.
Which was had to have been 3 years ago.
Did
because
you?
my brain still ain't working from
Did you
election
shout
night.
CJ out?
That's not the point.
Oh boy.
The point is you said it like that. Somebody tell me that yesterday.
Did you or did you not?
I don't even think they're the names of the children.
The son is CJ. I remember that. The daughter named CC.
Go find out and come back.
All right,
Hi,
caller.
caller. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sean Don Cartwright.
Sean Don. Mhm.
He need to join the Olympics because he's a great sprinter.
Well, you know they say he's a basketball thing.
Well, I mean, he ran from one place to the next place and still lose. So I don't know.
That's why I said that he's a sprinter.
Yeah.
He's a sprinter. He's
Yeah.
a good runner.
All right.
Okay.
Say 0 win. Stop it.
Sean
win. Win.
Sean
I'm
Don.
reading that. You read it.
Not me. I said it. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
Yes, first time caller.
Thank you.
Cut your radio down fast.
I think they should keep Mr. Dowell in Minister of Health so he could clean up his mess and finish work on Princess Margaret Hospital.
Okay.
Okay. So you think he should let him finish what he started?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I think they should
look at this girl.
And I think she should. And I think he should have a minister of state, because you know what I think it is? I think people just gets tired of seeing Dr. Dowell.
No, I think
Plus, you know,
people
he
don't
kinda-
believe anything he
And
says.
it's
That's why I
because-
agree with you with the Minister of State. Maybe they could do the
soften
personnel.
it up.
Yeah.
Because Dowell ain't care about interviewing y'all anyhow, you know. He don't even know why you all you ain't see this hospital on fire. Miss, I got people in the... What you want? Ask me. But if he had a minister of state, he could say, well, I referred those matters to my minister of state, who I've advised this morning. And the minister of state can come out there, like I say, Leo Lightburn will be perfect. Because Leo coming out there, Leo said, man, cut the camera off. What you want to know? Write this down.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Hello.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, so I was trying to figure out what happened to Rick, man. I ain't seen Rick since May 12th.
What you mean you ain't see him as tall as he is? He ain't see Rick from May 12th. He's 6'6". You know,
Rick
you
on
ain't
it.
see him?
Rick on Air Canada right now, eating them nice little snacks the day of.
And another thing, man, even Michael Pintard's brother was PIP.
What? I play with y'all. Thank you, caller. Someone said that's true, so you make it sound like that was this morning.
What?
That was weeks ago with the hailing.
Yeah, but did you do it?
Not the point.
Oh, boy.
Goodness. Anyway,
Every day
we doing
we
any
move
more
further
calls?
away from
It's
God's
almost time for us to go. Someone said he's a runner, he's a track star. He
And that
definitely
ain't gonna
is.
save him. I don't care how far.
Okay. I give you that one.
Yeah.
I don't give you much.
Listen, stay close.
I don't give you much, but I give you that one. No Sani, all them should go. Can't be only Pintard. All them. Okay.
So I think in the Senate, I think if I had to pick an F&M Senate, I said this today, I would pick either Sands or Henfield for seniority, right? I don't want them to lead it, but you
can't keep putting people. You
but you
can
need
even
continuity. Like if you send 4 novices, that's like letting a bunch of 3rd graders sketch the bus home together. Someone have to know. So you carry Sands or Henfield, because I think for seniority. And then I would.
So you reward people for not being able. Okay, if it was a one time and you didn't win the seat, okay. 2 times you don't win the seat, and so we can
That's why I say Sands or Henfield. The reason I say in Sands is because as chairman, Sands is probably going to pick people.
You know how many
sometimes
times he lost seats?
But sometimes you have to resist the urge
he
to pick
lose a
yourself.
by-election and all.
Fine. Okay, so Henfield then, could we firmly say Henfield? Because Henfield just come out of the Senate, right?
So you're going to put him back?
Who else? Do you act like you forget this party didn't get beat to daylight out of them? They running out of senior people. All the senior people they used to cut a pick, ain't messing with them. Desmond Bannister casing them out in the newspaper.
Dennis Bannister is a menace F&M.
Right, so they really don't have no deep pool to pick from. So I would say Henfield for seniority, right? And then I would say Penn Mackey because...
These people don't agree with you. All these people say stop promoting people who lose. Penn Mackey, I actually like that
But she's a novice. You can't send up there by herself.
But y'all keep putting people there who keep losing, though. You do not reward someone
Someone has to show you procedure.
Yeah, you
someone
can
has
learn.
to show you...
They can learn.
Okay, fine.
They can learn.
I don't know if I want my team up there learning. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, okay.
Every day y'all is asking to do an extra hour. We cannot.
So, Penn
I'm
Mackey...
tired of this man already.
Penn Mackey... Because I think that is certainly a candidate to keep in play.
We know you love her.
No, look at the campaign.
She still didn't win.
She lose.
You say, look at the campaign.
I had it counted with 5 times.
And she kept trying and kept trying and kept trying.
But they still couldn't find it. It was like 58, I think, or something like that votes.
And continue, because we only have a couple minutes left.
Travis, who I think should lead the opposition's business in the Senate.
I think Travis.
And then I think, who was the third?
Say Sands only can show people how to lose.
What?
Because you say you need someone to teach them in the Senate.
Oh, boy. You showed them where the stairs is. This is the Senate. The stairs are this way.
They could find that on their own.
And who was the third person I thought? I heard people were saying Arinthia Komalafi. I want to expressly say, not Arinthia Komalafi, for God's sake, not my sake, not Jamal Moss. Who else not? I also wouldn't put Denari Rule, just because I don't think he fits the bill very well. I want him to do
Say put Papa in the Senate. Come on now, y'all gotta let's be for real.
You could put Minutes in the Senate. Imagine,
he could be one of the ones that they agree. Listen, just for jokes, y'all don't kill me. Say Brian Brown and Penn Mackey. Okay, Brian Brown.
Yes, Brian Brown
okay,
is my
Brian
other
Brown and Penn Mackey. I agree with those.
Brian Brown, Penn Mackey, Travis, and Henfield would make a good Senate combination.
You love this Henfield idea, and I'm not going with you on it.
You know, Henfield was actually touted to possibly be deputy leader of this party at some point.
At some point.
Right.
Time has passed.
Oh boy. He's only 62.
Oh no.
So what do you do for the next 8 years?
And does he have a personal life? What Dr. Fox say when the people ask him?
He can go play with the wife and children.
Dr. Fox say, I have a career.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go, and I have children.
Yeah.
Dr. Fox say, don't play at me. Yeah. I don't need this.
But I mean,
y'all need me.
So which senior FNM would you put?
Why do you keep going back to senior FNMs? We already said that they don't.
You need direction.
They could show them how to lose.
You remember like how when Fred lost, we put him in the Senate?
Did he lose multiple times back to back?
No. But he did lose. The Senate is the loser's spoil. That's where you go. If you are loser,
anyway,
you hang out with the losers.
It's almost time for us to go. So we need an extra hour. Someone asked me if my heart ain't softened to you yet.
You ain't pick. I know one thing. You have every reason why my two senior FNMs can't go. Give me the name of a senior FNM.
Menace.
He's a FNA.
Menace would be amazing in the Senate.
I agree. If they McAlpine, they could go.
McAlpine is not an FNM.
Yeah, but they could take him to lunch. Take him to lunch. He probably will negotiate leader of the only reason I wouldn't say McAlpine is because I'm sure he wouldn't accept it for anything less than leader of opposition business. But I want Travis to have that because they've got to start building toward the future. But McAlpine go to lunch.
Producers say time to go. We can see y'all tomorrow, y'all.
Oh boy.
Bye.
That's why they wouldn't let me pick no cabinet right now.